They said it was gone forever, but legends don't die, they evolve. The Volkswagen Beetle is back for 2026, and this time, it's electric. Faster, smarter, bolder than ever. The curves you loved, reborn with power that'll leave Teslas blinking in disbelief. A design that melts nostalgia into the future, and a price tag that'll shock the entire EV world. This isn't a comeback, it's a revolution on wheels. So buckle up, because what you're about to see will change everything you thought you knew about the Beetle. The icon that defined generations is back, and this time, it's electric. The 2026 Volkswagen Beetle has returned, not as a nostalgia toy or retro remake, but as a statement, an electric rebirth of one of the most beloved cars ever made. From the moment it rolled onto the stage under dim blue light, the crowd went silent. It wasn't just another EV debut. It was history coming back to life, recharged, reimagined, and ready to shock the modern world. You could see it immediately, the familiar curves, the rounded profile that once symbolized simplicity and joy, now infused with sleek aerodynamics and futuristic detailing. The new Beetle doesn't whisper the past, it roars the future. And trust me, you've never seen the Beetle like this before. Volkswagen didn't just bring it back, they gave it a new soul. Let's start with the looks, because honestly, that's where you'll fall in love all over again. The 2026 Beetle captures the essence of the original, the soft dome roofline, the confident fenders, but every line is sharper, bolder, and perfectly balanced between retro and modern. The front features two striking round LED headlights that blink alive with animated light rings, giving the car that instantly recognizable face that once defined a generation, but now with a touch of sci-fi magic. The VW badge glows softly in the dark, sitting above a clean, sculpted bumper with hidden air intakes for aerodynamic efficiency. The sides flow like liquid metal, with large 20-inch turbine wheels and a low stance that makes the car look more athletic than ever. Around the back, the full-length LED bar ties both taillights together in a glowing line, and when the Beetle logo illuminates as you unlock it, you can feel nostalgia and innovation blending into something special. It's not just a cute car anymore, it's a piece of art that moves. And speaking of movement, let's talk about what powers this beauty, because this time, it's not a little four-cylinder engine humming in the back, it's pure electricity. The 2026 Beetle rides on Volkswagen's MEB platform, the same base that underpins their ID lineup, but tuned for something more emotional, more fun. You get two versions, a rear-wheel drive single motor producing 210 horsepower, and an all-wheel drive dual-motor setup pushing 302 horsepower. That's enough to shoot this Beetle from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.8 seconds. Let that sink in, a Beetle, faster than a Golf GTI. Instant torque gives it explosive launch power, and yet, it stays composed, balanced, and incredibly smooth. The electric powertrain is whisper quiet, but if you miss that old Beetle charm, Volkswagen added something wild, a customizable synthetic sound that echoes the classic engine's tone, digitally reimagined through the speakers. It's pure nostalgia with a futuristic twist. Range anxiety? Forget it. The Beetle's 84 kWh battery gives you up to 340 miles of range, and with ultra-fast 250 kilowatts charging, you can go from 10% to 80% in about 18 minutes. Grab a coffee, and by the time you're back, you're ready to roll again. Efficiency meets emotion, that's the Beetle's secret formula. But before we go deeper, let's address what everyone's been waiting to hear, the price. Because when Volkswagen unveiled it, jaws dropped. Everyone expected a $60,000 boutique EV. Instead, Volkswagen shocked the world by announcing that the 2026 Beetle starts at just $39,995 in the US and £33,000 in the UK. For what you're getting, a design masterpiece, solid range, thrilling performance, that price hit the industry like a thunderclap. It's the kind of pricing strategy that turns dreams into reality. But this car isn't about numbers, it's about connection. The Beetle has always carried emotion in its design, and that continues inside. The interior is minimal, modern, and warm. Volkswagen nailed the balance. The dashboard wraps around you like a gentle wave, with a 15-inch floating touchscreen in the center, digital driver display, and subtle retro details like chrome air vents and round knobs inspired by the 1960s original. There's even a small nod to history. A tiny built-in, Beetle bloom, slot that can hold a real flower, just like the old one, now reimagined as a smart digital light pod that changes color with your drive mode. It's short, simple, but emotional. The materials are sustainable, vegan leather, recycled fabrics, and ambient lighting that shifts with your mood. The moment you sit inside, you feel comfort and class without clutter. It's familiar, yet futuristic. But let's get back to what people will talk about the most, the way it drives. The new Beetle handles like a dream. Its battery is placed low, giving it a planted, confident feel. Steering is tight, precise, and responsive. It's playful, but also grown up. In city streets, it glides silently. On open roads, it feels alive. The adaptive suspension reads the road and adjusts every millisecond, keeping things smooth whether you're cruising downtown or tackling twisty countryside lanes. The acceleration. Addictive. It's that instant surge of torque that makes every red light feel like an event. And because it's electric, the response is immediate. You don't wait for the power, it's just there. You can actually feel the engineering love that went into making this car. And the best part, it doesn't lose the joy that made the Beetle famous. It's still the car that makes people smile, wave, and take pictures. That energy, that emotion, it's all still here. Volkswagen didn't just want to make another EV, they wanted to make you feel again. The Beetle does exactly that. It's one of those rare cars that make you excited just to drive to the grocery store. The cabin noise is almost non-existent thanks to excellent insulation, and when you want to have some fun, the nostalgia drive mode adds a soft digital growl that turns every drive into a flashback of the classic era. That's Volkswagen's genius, modern comfort, retro soul. The lighting setup is pure theater. The headlights greet you with an animated glow as you approach. The taillights form a smile-like arc. Even the side mirrors project a small Beetle logo onto the pavement when you unlock it at night. It's attention to detail like this that makes the car feel alive. And yes, it's packed with tech. You get full Level 3 autonomous driving features, lane assist, adaptive cruise control, park pilot, and even smart summoning that allows your Beetle to come pick you up in parking lots. Over-the-air updates ensure your car keeps evolving over time, just like your phone. The infotainment system supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a powerful Harman Kardon sound system that turns every playlist into a concert. The glass panoramic roof stretches wide and bright, giving the cabin an airy feel that makes even short drives feel special. Everything inside and out feels crafted with love. And while many EVs today feel like tech gadgets on wheels, the Beetle feels human. It has warmth, character, and presence. The exterior color palette adds to that charm. Volkswagen introduced some stunning new shades like Sunset Amber, Neo Mint, and Ocean Bloom, alongside the classic pure white and deep blue. The Heritage Edition even brings a retro two-tone cream and navy combo that looks like it stepped right out of the 1960s but designed for tomorrow's roads. And here's a fun twist. Volkswagen announced that early buyers will get exclusive, founders NFTs, tied to their VIN, unlocking unique digital collectibles and software perks. It's a modern way to celebrate history, and the collectors are already lining up. But beyond all that innovation, what truly makes the 2026 Beetle special is the feeling it gives you. It's more than nostalgia, it's joy. The same joy that made millions fall in love with it decades ago. The difference is, now it's faster, smarter, cleaner, and far more emotional. Whether you're new to the Beetle legacy or you grew up seeing one in your driveway, this car bridges generations. It's proof that even in a world full of massive SUVs and aggressive EVs, there's still space for something charming, iconic, and deeply human. On the road, people stare, smile, take photos. It's not just a car, it's an experience. It's one of those rare vehicles that carries meaning. A connection between past and future, between simplicity and technology. And it's also surprisingly practical. 4 seats, plenty of legroom, a usable front trunk, and a decent rear cargo space thanks to clever design. The all-wheel drive system provides solid traction in all weather, while regenerative braking helps extend range effortlessly. It's fun, efficient, and incredibly easy to live with. The Beetle has always been about simplicity, but now it adds intelligence. Even its voice assistant sounds cheerful and lively. It greets you with, "Hey there, ready to roll." Small touches like that make a huge difference. And when the night comes, the car's ambient lighting turns deep blue, wrapping you in a cocoon of calm. Every drive feels like a memory in motion. Volkswagen didn't just bring back a legend, they made it relevant again. The Beetle is not a machine anymore, it's a message. A message that driving can still make you feel something in a digital world. It's not trying to outgun a Tesla or mimic a Porsche. It's being unapologetically Beetle, and that's what makes it magical. The fact that it starts under 40 grand is just the cherry on top. The Beetle doesn't compete, it connects. It connects hearts, generations, and eras. And it reminds us that sometimes, progress isn't about forgetting the past, it's about bringing it forward in the right way. The 2026 Beetle does exactly that. The smile it puts on your face. That's priceless. So when you see it glide silently past, glowing under the city lights, you'll know you're looking at history reborn. And if you've watched till now, you already know what to do. Smash that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to What Wheel, your home for the most stunning and emotional car reviews on the internet. Because here, we don't just review cars, we bring them to life.